This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision. Shop with the confidence that you're getting the best price on offer. And Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. Thank you for supporting local.
Yes, thank you very much, Australia, for joining us today on The Couch, episode 787. Big show today. Nisha has got a dietitian in today called Kayla. We want you to join us for that one very, very soon. Musician Jeremy Harry Harris is in. You've probably heard the name before. He's got tons of awards and he's coming in to perform and also tell us a little bit about himself. We're also talking to the people behind the Perth Amateur Photographers Association. We're talking to them today. Also talking fashion with Bernadette Marie. We've also talking to the people behind St. Bart's. Nisha's got a special interview with the Chief Operating Officer of that organisation. Perth Reptile Company is also coming in, and if that wasn't enough, I'm talking to Marika Bailey from RAC Arena. Stick around, Australia. The Couch is coming to you from Ellenbrook. 787 starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch. With Fred.
Hello Australia, welcome to The Couch. Thanks for watching all around Australia, whether you're on C31, C44 or Foxtel, and of course on YouTube and Facebook, coming to you live from Ellenbrook Secondary College, right here in the eastern suburbs of Perth. Big show today. Let's get straight into it. Nisha has a dietitian, not for me, but for all of us. And she's going to introduce us to Kayla. Over to you, Nisha.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Fred. And welcome to another Roadmap to Health segment where we focus on holistic health. And yes, I do have a lovely dietitian on the show today. Kayla, welcome to The Couch.
Hi, welcome. I'm saying welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's a very exciting experience, always on The Couch.
Absolutely.
We have not had a dietitian on the Roadmap to Health segment yet, so this is going to be very informative for our audience. Like Fred said, it's for everyone, and we've definitely got some good questions. But I guess the main one to start off with is, what is a dietitian? And importantly, how does it differ from a nutritionist?
Yeah, no, that is a good one because it can be really confusing. So in Australia, all dietitians are nutritionists because it's part of our university training, whereas anyone can actually call themselves a nutritionist because it's not a regulated term. So you can actually call yourself a nutritionist as well.
Add it to the psychologist title, yes.
And so it's really hard to know for a nutritionist if and what type of qualified training that they've had, whereas a dietitian is a regulated term, meaning that you have to do additional study where you really delve deep into the science behind food and nutrition and how that impacts our health. And so we really are the experts in this field.
Yeah, excellent. So in terms of finding a really good dietitian, I came to see you to obviously road test the process. What's important for people to, I guess, look out for?
Yeah, so definitely looking for an accredited practicing dietitian. They, as I said, they're the experts in the field. They've done all the training. And so, having a look at them and also seeing who might be a good fit for you because there are so many wonderful dietitians out there and it's really important that you find one that you're comfortable to work with.
Excellent. In terms of preparation for people that might want to come and see a dietitian, what is the process?
Yeah, so if you want to see a dietitian, really anyone can come and see if you have food and nutrition related questions. So we get a lot of people coming in for maybe just general health and well-being. Weight loss is another one, and we do take what we call a non-diet and health at every size approach in our clinic, which I might touch on a bit later. Okay. If you have gut issues, if you've been recently diagnosed with a chronic disease such as type 2 diabetes, we also see people living with eating disorders, really a wide range of people. So you can always reach out via email or give us a call and start the process from there.
Excellent. So there's many reasons why one would come and see a dietitian, which is wonderful. Now, it can get confusing between all the allied health professionals in terms of, we all go to a general practitioner, for anything, I guess. What's the difference when they come and see a dietitian? Like, what would you say is the secret sauce or maybe the outcome potentially for people if they do come and get that specialised attention?
Yeah, so with seeing a dietitian, the goal is to, whatever your goal is, we want to help you achieve that. But really we want a sustainable diet that is going to be, meet your goals, but also balance with your life as well, because food is so much more than just energy and nutrition. It is joy, it's celebration, sometimes it's comfort. It's all of these things, which is a very important part of health. And so it's about balancing all of that in a way that is sustainable for you.
I love that. Ultimate roadmap, a holistic roadmap. And from a psychology perspective, you are interested in someone's whole life so that you can create a sustainable plan for them, which is lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we're getting to know someone, we're not just asking about what they eat. It's also asking about every other aspect of the life, because we know that so many things impact our food choices. So we might ask about what you do for work, what hours you work, what time do you get home. We might ask about family history, because there could be that genetic component. What was your family like growing up with food? So all of these questions are really important to help us see the bigger picture to help guide you through the process.
And I think it's that comprehensive approach you have which really differentiates the level of care. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Now, not everything is easy when we're trying to change our habits. So what are some common obstacles that you found with clients coming in?
Yeah, I guess there are so many, because again, we're all very individual and we have busy lives. But I think one of the biggest one is that there is an overwhelming amount of nutrition information out there.
True.
Yeah, so it can be really hard to know what is evidence-based and what's going to have a positive impact on health, and maybe what's more misinformation. And I think something that comes into that is around the different types of diets that you can also find. So, in terms of examples like paleo diet or maybe no sugar, whatever it is, it can be really hard to understand or know if that's going to have a positive impact on health.
So there are some fads, I guess, or you hear a lot about diets in the media too. What are some, insights you can share, or maybe some advice for people if they are kind of reading through all of these diets and not quite sure what to consider?
Yeah, so taking a non-diet approach as a dietitian, we actually don't recommend someone going on a restrictive diet, because we know in the long term it's not sustainable. And people might lose weight initially. However, in the long term, what we know is people actually regain the weight, and potentially more as well. And so what we want to do is move away from those diets, move away from food rules, which is really scary. Sometimes people think that they need food rules, or they'll just kind of let themselves go. But actually, we can live a balanced, well life and not have to be so focused or so scared of food.
Yeah, a more bespoke approach. I like that. And quickly, because time flies on this show, you do see people for eating disorders as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am a credentialed eating disorder clinician, which means I've done additional training, and I also do a lot of professional development to keep up to date. But yeah, I guess a lot of misinformation is that an eating disorder is a diet gone wrong, or people choose to have one, and really it's a mental illness, a really serious one.
Absolutely it is. There's so much psychology to it. So if you do go to the DietWise website, you will see that there are a number of different services that you provide. You quickly just want to kind of overview the process of booking an appointment?
Yeah, so depending if you're comfortable calling us or if you prefer to email, you can speak to our care coordinator, let us know what your goals are, and then they will help you to see who's going to be the best dietitian to work with, because we have a team for that reason.
Excellent, yes, because it is about the mix with the practitioner as well and the dynamic, yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. And so they'll, book in a time. If you're someone who's a bit concerned or unsure about going to a new building, we actually have information on our website about, what it's like getting there as well.
Beautiful. Well, Kayla, where do we find out more?
Yeah, so you can head to dietwise.net.au and give us a call, have a look at our website, see if it's the right fit for you. But we'd love to have you come if you'd like.
Excellent. Well, Kayla, thank you so much. We can all feel the warmth on the set here talking to you, so it'd be fantastic. If you are looking to just proactively review your diet, that doesn't have to be an issue per se. You can contact the team at DietWise. Of course, if you've missed anything on this segment, you can go to thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page. But thanks, Kayla. We'll catch you again soon.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. It's back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you to Kayla as well. We'll have her back on the couch very, very soon, I'm positive. All right, with cost of living being a cause of depression and stress, many people are also suffering with homelessness due to cost of living issues. And of course, St. Bart's is helping those people. Later on the show, we'll talk to the Chief Operating Officer, but please check out this trailer.
I'm Andrew. I went through a marriage breakdown. I never quite recovered. This is the face of homelessness.
I'm Miri. I was a teacher assistant who suffered serious health complications. This is the face of homelessness.
I'm Jordan. I was young and working, but struggled with alcohol addiction. This is the face of homelessness.
Grandma, retired. The rental I was in burned down. This is the face of homelessness.
And later in the program, we'll be talking to the Chief Operating Officer from St. Bart's. We'll find out how they're helping people who are suffering homelessness. So stay tuned for that one as well. But now, we've got a local musician and a guitarist with us today. We've got Steve on guitar. Thank you for coming in, Steve. And we've got Jeremy Harry Harris, local musician. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you very much for having me, Fred.
Now, as quickly as possible, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm a professional musician. I've been playing music for 25 plus years. I'm based here in Perth, but I do spend a lot of time travelling throughout the state, interstate, and also overseas.
What's your style of music?
Rock and roll never dies, and that's what I play. Good old hardcore rock and roll. It's
Can I just say, you've won a lot of awards as well. Do you want to run me through some of those awards that you've won?
Oh, stop it, Fred.
Go on. There's a whole heap of music
awards. Look, I've been very fortunate with some of the music and the music videos that I've put out. My first release, Shout Down the Silence, actually won over 28 International Music Video Awards. Then we followed that up with another song called Flatline DOA, using local producers, local film talent here as well, and that went on and won 17 awards throughout various awards throughout the world. So yeah, I've been very lucky in that sense.
What's your inspiration for your music?
I think for me it comes down to hearing the music. So a lot of the music, I work with a writer who writes a lot of my music, and when I hear that music, it will resonate with me somewhere, and then the inspiration will come from how the tones are in the actual music, and that's when I'll start writing.
What are the themes that you sing about? What sort of things in society or in life do you sort of sing about?
So I have a really wide spectrum. The most recent album was a concept album. It was about life, love, loss and grief. Now I'm writing a second album, a follow-up to that, and it's more on a positive vibe. So very much empowerment, rising up to be able to, stand on your own 2 feet and to be able to take opportunities when they come.
What inspired you to write about standing on? Is it your own personal experience or society or the world?
I think it's a bit of both. For me personally, I came from a kind of lower socio class background, and I had to work hard at everything that I earned. Certainly didn't get a handout, and I learnt that you can stand on your own 2 feet if you're supported and that you're surrounded by people who support you. So,
how hard is it today to be a local musician here in Perth? Because I know so many, musicians will go to The Voice and they'll do all these talent quests and then they'll come back to Perth, or sometimes they get great success. What's it been like for you living here in WA? Is it harder?
I think it's a double-edged sword. Yes, it is extremely hard to be a professional full-time musician here in Perth because we have a limited population. And that's why I do spend a lot of time travelling overseas and spending time touring in larger populations. But the upside of being in Perth is it is such a small community, so it's a lot easier to bond with people.
To your audience,
and there's a lot of close knit.
Now, you've been overseas. Tell us where you've travelled to.
So I actually just recently came back last week from Istanbul. and I was over there meeting with some producers and some booking agents to shore up some shows for a European tour in 2025. And before that, I was over in Italy in Rome. And we're basically gearing up now to 2025, and we're going to tour the album.
Beautiful. Now, you're talking about the second album. What's the band? Because you're part of a band as well. What's the band called?
So the band is called The Treachery of Ravens, or TOR for short.
Yep.
So it's Jeremy, Harry Harris and The Treachery of Ravens.
And you obviously perform for them. Are they coming with you next year on tour?
Very much so.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't do it without my guys. They are brilliant.
What can we expect from the new album?
I think you're going to find that it moves away from the concept album of the last one, which was Walking with My Darkness. This new album is going to be a lot more uplifting, a lot more positive, and I think we still remain true to our roots, which is that real commercial driven rock and roll vibe.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, Jeremy, we don't have a lot of time on TV. Time goes very quickly. If people want to get a hold of your album, or they want to get a hold of you, or book you for a show, or come and follow you at concerts and events, where do they go? If you can tell us in this camera your website.
Sure. So you can find Jeremy, Harry Harris and The Treachery Ravens on Spotify. Just write in Jeremy, Harry Harris and you'll find me. Also my website, which, surprisingly enough, www.jeremyharryharris.com.au.
Fantastic. Now, you're performing a brand new song today. Give us a little background and perform it for us out to the break.
So we're going to play a song called Rise. Rise is an uplifting new song that is not on Spotify just yet, but it'll be in my new upcoming album. And it is uplifting and it's all about empowerment.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you to Steve. Thanks to Jeremy, Harry Harris. Hopefully we'll catch him on the couch very soon or perform for us. Here they are performing their new song, Rise.
Let's do this, Stevie. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will fight for you, and I would die for you. 'Cause you were born to shine. I'll lift you up, I'll raise you high. This is your moment. This is your time. So rise up, stand tall and true. Rise up, it's there for you. Your time is now, so don't back down. Rise up and stand your ground. Rise up, stand tall and true. Rise up, it's there for you. Your time is now, so don't back down. Rise up and stand your ground. This life is short, well, there's no guarantees. So you gotta go out and be what you wanna be. It's all on you. There's nobody else at all. So what you gonna do? Will you answer the call to stand up, stand tall and true? Rise up, it's there for you. Your time is now, so don't back down. Rise up and stand your ground. Rise up, stand tall and true. Rise up, it's there for you. Your time is now, so don't back down. Rise up and stand your ground. You were born for so.
Welcome back to the couch. Now, earlier on in first segment, Nisha was talking to Kayla, of course, the dietitian, and she wanted me to pass on that to see her, you can actually go as a private patient. You don't have to have a referral, but you can get a referral from your doctor if you wish, and you can actually claim the cost of seeing Kayla through your private health fund as well. Okay, time now to move on. We're talking photography. We've got the director of Perth Amateur Photographers. His name is Travis Satter. Welcome to the couch.
Thanks, Fred.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Clearly, we love photography as well, but we do video photography to studio. But you're talking about photo cameras and DSLRs and all that type of thing.
Yes, that's right.
What got you involved in this group?
Well, I started the group back in 2018 based on the fact that some of the groups that were around in Facebook and social medias were very strict in some of the rules and the way that they run things, I thought it lost focus on the actual photography itself. So my group is more about in the love of photography.
So tell me about Perth amateur photographers, because I'm assuming they're not all amateurs now. They're probably quite good photo takers.
Yeah.
Or photographers, should we say. Were you a photographer or someone that was passionate about photos to start all of the group?
Not really. I did photography in high school. Always enjoyed photography, but through my travelling around, taking photos of on holidays and all that, I've sort of developed a bit more of a passion. I wanted to learn more about it. As I got a new camera, it became a passion of mine to learn more.
People still buying cameras, Travis? Because we were talking about this just a couple of days ago. We were saying, I remember travelling to places like Malaysia and Bali and places like that, and we used to take the cameras with us. Big cameras, small cameras, Polaroids, all that type of thing. And now it's been replaced by an iPhone or a phone that has a good camera in it. Are you finding you can take photos on any device, or are we still using the good cameras?
Yeah, so our group, we do generally lead more into the traditional cameras, DSLRs from it. We do have people who come to our events who do bring their iPhones. It's more about the composition of a photo, taking a good photo and capturing that moment. So if that's with a camera phone or if it's with your DSLR, then we're all for that.
So tell me, if there's people out there that want to become a member of your society, of your group, what will they be? I know there's walks that you do. Tell me the type of things that you sort of do with people that want to become photographers.
Yeah, so not every month, every second month usually, we have a get-together, which is a photo shoot. So we will meet at a location. Generally, we'll have a theme for those shoots. We'll get some models come up, some local Perth models, amateur models come through, and we'll go for a walk and we will take photos around the city together as a group. And a bit of a knowledge share, so it's a sharing experience from other photographers talking to each other about what they're learning, what they're shooting. And
how big is the group?
We can get from between 20 people. It's usually our maximum for it. But
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's enough to take photos.
It is. It's a bit harder to try and manage more than 20 people.
And you answered probably this question already. You say the city. Do you only work through the city with photos, or do you go around Western Australia? Do you travel overseas? How does it work? What suburbs do you do?
So we do in the city is our main spot. We then also do Fremantle a couple of times. We go to a couple of the parks and areas and that. We did one in Harold Bose Park not that long ago, which was a fantasy fairy shoot. So that was a really fun shoot from that. One of the things that I plan on doing in the future is looking at doing something into the regional areas, looking at the wildflowers and all that sort of stuff in the Wheatbelt region. So,
is there a cost to become a member? Do people join up, or is it free?
Completely free for it. We created this group not as a business venture to make money.
It's a hobby, I guess.
We created it to get people interested into photography, and from that, so we keep our costs as low as possible.
Is there an age restriction?
Certainly not. We've had people who are quite elderly people come through it, and a lot of youngsters come through as well. And we also don't discriminate against.
So I guess photography is for young and old, any age group,
Yep.
male or female. And what's your inspiration? Is there if I came to one of the city walks with you or Fremantle walks with you, is it buildings? Is it architecture? Is it the ocean? Is it the trees? What do you sort of photograph, or is it just whatever they want?
It is. It depends on the theme of the shoot. Is what we do. We've done shoots where we've done an urban art shoot where we were looking at the graffiti on buildings and things like that. So the architecture is really strong from that.
Yep.
But we've also done some where we have focused on the main scenery for it, and also we bring models into the mix as well who do some portrait work for them.
So what would you say your typical person that you would love to join, appeal to somebody out there that maybe loves a bit of photography, has a good camera? Why would you say to them, join your club? What are they getting out of it?
It's a fun environment where we're really welcoming in our group. There is no pressure, there is no aggression. That's very much a knowledge
Is it relaxing?
It's very
it's
relaxing.
Also a bit of stress relief too.
Yeah,
taking photos can be quite soothing and quite calming.
Certainly is, and we generally finish up after the shoot having a bit of a get-together and a mingle and talking about what we've taken, what photos we think...
Photo.
Yeah, what photos we think are going to turn out well from that, and then at the end of that, everyone shares their photos and we share it as a group to to follow us around the place.
Sounds fantastic. Now, you've got an amazing exhibition, photo exhibition coming up from the 20th to the 24th of October. Tell us what we can expect to see there and where is it going to be?
So each year, this is our 5th year that we've done the photo exhibition. We're based in Fremantle at the Cadogo Art House, so that's just on Bavers Beach in Fremantle. What we have is we've got 50 photographers who are submitting 3 photos each, so it's 150 photos all up on display. It's a completely open category, so the photographers are just putting their 3 favourite photos that they've taken, and it's a celebration of the amateur photography.
And can people still submit work to that, or is it closed now?
That's closed now. So we've got our 50 exhibitors done.
Beautiful.
We usually sell that out in April, so it's quite a popular thing for it.
It sounds like fun.
But we definitely recommend people coming in, having a look and seeing the works that our group are putting together, and then get some inspiration for next year.
Travis Sater, of course, thank you very much. You're the director of Perth Amateur Photographers. We'd love people to come and join the club. Everyone looks for different hobbies. If you're into photos, if you're into taking photos, into cameras, this is your man. How do we get a hold of you? Please tell us.
Yep, best way to get hold of us is through Google. If you Google Perth Amateur Photographers, you'll find our Facebook, our Instagram sites from there, and also our webpage.
Travis, thank you for being with us today. It sounds interesting. It's nice to get people going back to the old-fashioned way of taking photos, because it's almost interesting these days. You do it all digitally with phones, etc. So thank you very much. All the best, and we'll hope to see you again on the couch. Maybe bring some photos in.
Yep, sure thing. Definitely.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you very much. Now, it's a brand new movie coming out very, very soon. The Australian director also has a bit of an appeal, which we'll show you a bit later on, but it's by Madman Entertainment. The movie is called Memoir of a Snail. Check the trailer out.
I wasn't always this alone. My childhood was full of people. The nurse said we had 2 souls, but 1 heart.
Hey, morons! Look, Gracie, they're hugging.
I believed in glasses half full and silver linings. Then my glass was shattered.
Bye, Gracie. Bye, Gilbert.
We had no choice but to move onwards. Pinky was the only colour in my life.
Bugger.
Losing a twin is like losing an eye. You never see the world the same way again.
Life isn't about looking backwards, Gracie. It's about living forwards. The worst cages are the ones we create for ourselves. It's time for you to shed your shell. Set yourself free.
There you go. That's Memoirs of a Snail. Madman Entertainment, of course, the people who have brought that out. We'll give you more details later in the show as well, how you can come to a screening that's coming up in Perth very soon. But let's talk about this screening on my couch. She blends in beautifully with everything on the couch.
Hello.
Bernadette Marie, Talking Fashion, welcome.
We are definitely talking fashion. Thanks for having me.
Bernadette, these shoes, you don't want me to actually put them on or anything, do
well,
you?
If you didn't mind, I wouldn't mind if you could slip them on today.
You wish. The only thing I'd do slipping with these would be slip and kill myself if I wear them.
No, we don't want that.
Have you been busy this week?
Don't want
Because you always, I noticed you on your website and on your Instagram, you interview some amazing people.
Yes.
You've just finished one with an actor from The Flying Doctors.
Yeah, I did. I interviewed George Kapanaris. He is a close friend of mine, and yeah, you know him from Flying Doctors.
He's a
we know
comedian
him
as
as
well.
Mimo from Acropolis Now
That's
as
right.
well. He was here for, honestly, it must have been a few hours, and I just managed to catch him. So.
And you can catch lots of stuff on her website and also interviews and fabulous information. But today we're talking fashion. Tell us about Sofia Vergara.
Yes, well, I wanted to pick my favourite people from the red carpet for the 2024 Emmys this year. So, of course, one of my favourites is Sofia Vergara, and you can see her sporting this beautiful Dolce & Gabbana vibrant red gown, and it's just it's hugging all her curves.
Yeah,
it's got a plunging neckline. Look, she's a beautiful brunette. She's wearing Lorraine Schwartz diamond jewellery. And look at those just caramel brown waves. Look, and you know what? If you were in your 20s, like myself, I'm in my 20s.
I thought you were going to say she's in her 20s. I thought, no.
Like myself, you know, if you're in your 20s and you were looking, that is what 52 is going to look like.
Is she 52?
She's 52.
Jeez, I'm 57.
Would you just... You'd be like, 52
beautiful.
looks all right. I'm looking forward to it.
If I look like that at 52, I'd say that as well. I'd be doing all right. She is beautiful, and she's, of course, from Modern Family and an amazing actress.
Correct. And you know, they actually heard her while they were interviewing her saying in Spanish that she was robbed. She was robbed for the 5th time that she didn't get an Emmy this year.
That's probably true.
She's
amazing actress.
She's actually a great actress.
What's next?
Okay, so next we have Nicola Coughlan. Depends how you want to say her surname. How would you say it?
Well, I would say Coughlan's, but I'm doing the Aussie thing, but I reckon you might be right. It could be Coughlan's, I reckon.
Yes. Nicola Coughlan. So we have her in this beautiful, dazzling... Of course, she plays Penelope Featherington in Bridgerton. We've got her in this beautiful, eye-catching silver sequin gown, which matches her figure perfectly.
She's beautiful.
And as she was walking through the red carpet, the paparazzi and the lights were just making those sequins absolutely dance.
Looks amazing.
And she's wearing just beautiful, soft, romantic makeup, hair simple, and white and yellow gold
Is that the secret
diamond.
of all looking glam on a catwalk or when you go to an event? Try and keep it simple, but look glam, look nice.
Yeah, like I think let something shine and then keep the rest simple. I think that's the key.
I'll take your advice.
We don't want to go too OTT.
Leading to the next one, can men do this as well? Do men look all right on
Absolutely,
the Emmys?
and we never want to leave the men out. So I did pick my 2 favourite men on the red carpet. Now, first we've got Dan Levy, best known for his role as David Rose in the beloved Canadian sitcom Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Schitt's Creek.
Okay, I won't ask you again.
Did you know he co-produced that with his dad, Eugene Levy?
Well, yes, he did. He's actually a great actor as well.
Fantastic. He's good. So we've also got Jonathan Bailey. Okay, he plays Anthony Bridgerton in Bridgerton, of course.
Yep.
Now, he was wearing an Armani tuxedo.
Beautiful.
Now,
expensive.
Talking of the men on the red carpet, which one of those 2 looks do you think Alexander would have liked to wear?
I don't think either of them, to be honest. They're just a class above.
Oh, right.
You know.
Do you think he's a class above? Or
Well, maybe they are.
They are.
But I mean, Alexander's not here, and after that comment about the Star Walk...
I mean,
Do you remember what he said?
I was appalled. He said I should have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Next to a supermarket?
Yes, far away, next to a supermarket.
Isn't he terrible? And what do you reckon?
I mean, look, I don't want to stoop to his level.
Yep.
But I just want to say that, look, he does deserve a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because you know what? He's used to people walking all over him.
Well, there you go. Isn't that nice? And they're best friends. Our director said, can we move on now, please? What else have we got? I'll let you talk for a bit.
We could keep going. You know, we haven't talked handbags on the show, and that is a personal favourite of mine. I could talk all day, so you might have to stop me. But
I've got my handbag here, see?
Oh, wow.
It does the job. It's big.
Fabulous.
It's colourful.
It's it's very young.
But it's
and
not
fresh.
Louis Vuitton.
No, it's not Louis Vuitton. Me and Louis Vuitton go
Yep.
way back. We're like best friends. So they've just launched a new handbag range, the Never Full Inside Out collection. So isn't it about time when we're paying for a luxury brand that we get two for the price of one?
I think so.
I think
Sounds
so
good.
too.
What else have you got for us?
Yeah, so then we can flip this inside out. So it's
Yep.
great value for money. Okay, so
How
then
much did you say it costs?
well, in the vicinity of 3,500.
Okay, you can keep it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Then we move on to cheap shoes now. Thank you.
Okay, now look, we've got these beautiful platform
Yeah.
chunky shoes. Okay, they are making a big splash in the fashion world in general. Platform
Alexander
shoes.
just rang me and said, can he borrow them this weekend?
No, he cannot.
Oh, okay.
After that comment, no. Okay, they're making... Now, look, don't let the look of them intimidate you. They are actually so comfortable to wear.
I bet.
They are stunning. And anyone who knows me, my favourite colour is sparkle
And
and,
that's
hologram.
sparkle. That's beautiful.
So that's them in a nutshell.
They're telling us to wrap it up. Now, can I just say to you, let's forget the rest.
Forget the
Where
rest.
would you wear these wonderful shoes?
Well, you never know. We have got some fashion events coming up
Yep.
very soon.
Oh,
in
tell me
Perth.
about the kaleidoscope quickly
Yes,
before we
and
wrap
it's
it
not
up.
on our list, but this coming Saturday we have Kaleidoscope World of Fashion coming up. I'm going to be doing some interviewing on the red carpet
Yep.
and speaking to all the Perth fashionistas.
Sounds good.
And so I think next time I'm on, we should talk about that.
We will. And what's your website if people want more information?
BernadetteMarie.com.au. I'll see you there.
Well done. Always fun. Nice shoes as well. It's a shame she won't lend them to me. We're going to take a break. More of The Couch coming up right after this. Stick around. Well... Welcome back to The Couch. Always nice to have Adam Furstenberg from the Perth Reptile Company in the studio with us and these wonderful little friends of ours. Nisha, you've got a couple around you. Let's talk to Adam.
Thank you so much, Fred. Yes, I'm joined with little Homer here, and this is not his TV debut, so he's a veteran, around 20 years old apparently, so very, very mature. And of course, I have lovely Adam on the couch with me too. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us, guys.
You always bring a lot of little friends. Who have you got on your shoulder?
So this is Wilbert. Wilbert is a northern blue-tongue lizard, so not one that we find around Perth or up at the top of WA. But this little dude is actually an albino. So if he pokes out his tongue, you'll see his blue tongue is not actually blue.
Ooh, okay. We'll have to watch out for that as the segment progresses. So Perth Reptile Company, you're a good friend of The Couch. You've been on the show before. But for those that might have missed that segment, tell us a bit about it.
We run an educational reptile company. We do incursions, schools, community events, snake awareness talks. We also deal with pet reptiles. So I'm actually a licensed reptile dealer. So I can transfer animals between people. And we also breed and sell our own snakes and lizards as well.
Wonderful. And I know there's a lot of people sitting out there thinking, oh, I'd love to have a couple of these little friends at my house. Do you get many people asking, how can I actually start to own a reptile?
Yeah. It's the hobby has grown significantly over the last sort of 10 to 15 years. It's actually pretty easy to get a licence. You log on to the DBCA website, look at the online licensing portal, you fill out a form, and you get your licence within a couple of days, really.
Oh, fantastic.
It's only $30 for 3 years as well, so it's a pretty cheap way to get into keeping something different.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about Fred's looking like he's having fun there, isn't he? You guys look quite friendly there, Fred.
Unusual scent, haven't they? Sort of like socks. If that's the way of putting it.
Fresh socks,
Incredibly
Fred.
beautiful. It feels like rock, and it's incredible. Who have I got here?
So that is Zombie.
Yep.
He is our main bobtail or shingleback lizard. We take him out to all the displays, schools,
How
daycares.
Are these easy pets to have? Are these like if someone wants a quick pet, like kids always have different fashion pets, are these good for kids and good initial pet for people to have?
Yeah, so the ones I brought today are all really great beginner reptiles. So the Stimson's pythons, easiest snake that you can get to keep, one of the cheapest. As far as lizards go, bobtails are I rate them really highly. Super durable. Although they have requirements like a really high UV light that they require and heat, they're quite hardy. They live, I think, estimated up to 60 years they can live up to.
Are they easy to get? Like, can people actually physically go into a shop like your company and buy one?
Yeah, sometimes.
And what are they worth? Something like this, what would that be worth?
It depends on how they
Hundreds?
look. So we sold our sort of standard ones for around $250.
That's not bad for a pet.
Some different localities can go like $2,000.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What other work do you guys do at the Perth Reptile Company? Because you do excursions for schools, you invite students in. When are you open? Where are you located, and how people get involved?
So we're based up in the hills, but we're actually mobile. So we go all over Perth.
So you can go to schools.
Yeah, we actually go all over WA. So earlier this year we're up at Karajini. Last year we're out at Esperance. So we can go pretty much anywhere.
These are great for pets. What else have you got at the park?
Oh, well, we don't have a park. It's just literally all our pets that we use.
At home?
Yeah.
Wow,
so
just
we have
friends and family.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else have we got? So we've got the bobtail lizards, we've got snakes. What else do you have there for kids coming
we
out?
have multiple species of pythons. I keep venomous snakes myself as well. Dugites, death adders, tiger snakes, all the fun ones. We have a turtle. Actually, I've got another lizard here.
Yeah, can we see it?
This is one that we recently picked up. This is another great starter lizard.
Do these bobtail lizards, etc., do they bite at all?
They can do.
Thanks.
It's nice around my watch.
So this guy is Laszlo.
Laszlo? Oh, that's a different feel.
So if you put him flat on your hand, or you can just put him on the table.
Okay.
So Laszlo is a ridge-tailed monitor.
A different skin altogether.
Yeah. So
and you call him a monitor?
Yeah. So it's a type of monitor, like your sand monitors.
Do they get along?
Well, they don't usually cohabitate.
I might just leave them separate.
Found in different areas.
Incredible. Now, if people want to know more about your fantastic reptile company, there's a website. Where do they go?
Our website is www.perthreptile.com.au.
Anything else you wanted to promote very quickly if we've forgotten anything?
We can also be found on Facebook, just Perth Reptile Company. Perth Hills Reptile Removals as well. Coming into snake season, a lot of the snakes are coming out. So you can follow all our snake catching stuff on there.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming in, Adam. You're going to have to take Nisha back to the park with you, I think. Or not a park, but your home.
Homer.
Stick her in a cage. She'll be happy with the snakes.
Oh, no, thank
Plenty
you.
of
Not the
feeding
cage.
to do.
And what do you say to people that if they find one of these amazing pets or snakes at home, what do?
Give us a call.
There you go. Perth Reptile Company, Adam Furstenberg. Thank you very much. We'll see them again on the couch very soon with these wonderful friends of his that live at home. More of the couch coming up. Thank you, Nisha. Nisha's got another great guest coming up from St. Bart's. Stay tuned. Watch the couch. Next.
Bye.
Connect with the couch online through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
St. Bart's are an amazing charity. They do so much work in the community. Today we're talking to Lena Hopkinson, who's the Chief Operating Officer at St. Bart's here in WA. She's got a great story to tell about the great work they do. Helping her with that is our very own Nisha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. We all know that homelessness has become an increasing issue here in Western Australia as well as around the country, and St. Bart's has been around for many years. I believe it's in its 61st year, is that right?
Yes, we've been around for 61 years, so we celebrated our 60th anniversary last year. We started in a small church hall in East Perth, and we have continued to grow over the last 60 years. We now operate across Perth, so most of our services, or the majority, kind of are culminated in Lime Street, and the rest are based within the suburbs. So yeah, in any one day we're supporting around about 500 people a day, and that's about 1,000 a year. in a range of services.
Wow. And Lena, in terms of the support that you provide,
Yeah.
there's vast different supports and services. Tell us about those.
So the services that we have, we've got mainly accommodation services. So we've got 52 beds for men who have been homeless or at risk of homelessness. And really while they're with us in that, we're helping them to find a long-term solution, ideally long-term housing or some alternative housing solution that works for them. We've then got the same service for women, so 28 women. And then we've got 9 houses for families. On top of that, we've also got 7 services for mental health services. So those are based out across the community. And they do some great work with people who've got some really quite significant mental health issues. And then our aged care services. So our original service was for older men. And when we moved to Lime Street, we built a purpose-built 40-bed residential service for men who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. So that's a great service, which really means in people's older years, they've got somewhere that they can live and spend the end of their days.
Wow, so it is quite a holistic service. I want to pick up on the mental health element though, because I think this kind of lines up with quite often in society, like with a lot of issues, we can misconstrue why people are homeless, right?
Yes,
there is a lot of psychological basis to this. Can you share with us your thoughts?
Yeah, look, the reality is that most people who are homeless have suffered some sort of trauma and nobody chooses. I know that sometimes in the media it's portrayed that people have made choices about being homeless, but nobody would choose to be homeless. Ultimately, most people have had some significant trauma, be it abuse, be it loss of job, loss of circumstance. In our service, we've got people who have come from some really high-powered positions. So we've had people who've been working in oil and gas companies, to people who have maybe not had the greatest start in life. And ultimately, homelessness affects anybody.
So it doesn't discriminate. You know, we all share this potential as human beings, right? We were picking up earlier on, I think I shared with you, I've had clients that have had parents who are homeless now, and they can't believe it. But it can happen to any of us.
Yeah, anybody could end up homeless. So if you go onto our website, you'll see some stories of people who have been, and that's from teachers. You know, we've also had executives who maybe have had some trauma, then they've got involved in alcohol. Alcohol addiction can, you know, spiral and people lose everything. And then they end up on the streets. And our role is not to discriminate. It doesn't matter where you come from. We're not judging you. We're just trying to provide you with an alternative solution.
Fantastic. And part of that is campaign. So the Say Good Day campaign, tell us about that.
Yeah, so about 4 years ago, we thought that in addition to all the support we do for people while they're trying to find a home, it's how do we raise awareness? So out of that came the Say Good Day campaign. So what we really wanted to do was mark the beginning of homelessness kind of week by really having our own campaign advocacy. And what we know is that people who are homeless will often say they feel like they're invisible because people are coming down the street, they ignore them, they look the other way. And what they were saying to us is, you know, if someone just said hello, that would make all the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So education and awareness is key, and we know that World Homelessness Day is coming up on October 10 as well.
Yes, that's right. So, you know, that's obviously a worldwide objective to really raise the awareness of homelessness. And, you know, our little bit around Say Good Day is really saying to people, you know, on that day, we'd love you to just, instead of walking by somebody, just say good day. And this year we have managed to achieve, thanks to a wonderful member of our team, that on the 4th of October, which is the day that we really try and recognise homelessness, that all of the buildings that have the capacity to change the colour of their lights will be lit up blue.
Fantastic. What a visual display of support, right?
Yes,
Great.
That's right.
Very special team member that got that happening.
They are, yes. They've worked tirelessly and they've done some really good work.
Fantastic. Now, great work, St Bart's, 61 years of this service. What other funding or help do you need, or do you get quite a bit of support as well?
Look, we do get a bit of support. We have some fantastic support from corporates, from individuals, but if you want to know more, you can log on to our website, stbarts.org.au, and there you can make personal donations, you can look at opportunities to volunteer, opportunities to get on board, and just look at the work we do.
Excellent. Yeah, volunteering, finding out more, and these badges as well. Where can we get them? From the website?
No, if you want to get some badges, you can call into our Lime Street site anytime and ask, and, you know, we would love to see more and more people wearing the badges around Perth.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the couch, and well done to everyone at St Bart's. I think it's a much needed service as well, and I hope everyone gets behind the Say Good Day campaign. If you've missed any of that at all, you can of course find the couch again on thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page as well. But we look forward to having you back on the show one day soon.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you
so much. Okay, back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha, and thank you to Lena Hopkinson, of course, the Chief Operating Officer at St Bart's. Please support them, and thank you to John Carey, the Minister as well, the Labor government that's doing a great thing helping people here in the community. Now, Memoirs of a Snail, director Elliot, his name is Adam Elliott, I get him right. Adam Elliott has got a little bit of a pitch for you. He'd love you to come to a very special screening. Check this out.
Hello, I'm Adam Elliott, and I'm the writer and director of my new feature film, Memoir of a Snail. The Luna Leaderville will be hosting the Perth premiere October 2nd, and I'll be doing a virtual Q&A after the screening. So please come along. It's a film that stars Sarah Snook, Jackie Weaver, Cody Smith-McPhee. It's a comedy, so I can guarantee you'll at least have one laugh. So please come along, get your tickets at the website.
And if you would like to go down and see this fantastic movie, Australian director there, Adam Elliott, you can only get the tickets at lunapalace.com.au. Get your tickets right now. Let's talk to somebody else that's got a wonderful ticket selling technique. It is, of course, Marika Bailey, Marketing Manager for RAC Arena.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We have got so much to talk about today.
Yes.
Let's go straight into it, Marika. Sushi Mango, a funny group of women.
Yeah, no, men. Well, yeah, you're right.
You get what I mean.
Yeah. So 2nd of November, they're coming for one show only, and they're bringing their brand new show, Homemade. And essentially it's, the comedians, their skits, and it's all inspired by their beloved Italian family.
Being Italian,
You
I've
understand.
lived every single joke. There's one there, I know we're not going to go into great detail, but there's one there when they visit their friends and they have to go home, and Italians do all the time, we've got to go, we've got to go. But they end up staying there for another 5 hours. Sushi Mango, don't miss it. I think there's limited seats still left. We'd love you to go down to the show at RAC Arena. 2nd of November, only one show for Perth, and we're lucky to get them here because they're very, very busy people.
In demand.
So, well done. What about Hosier?
Yes, so 5th and 6th of November, but the 6th is sold out. So essentially the 5th is your last opportunity to go see them. Irish singer-songwriter.
They are great.
Yeah, you probably know Take Me to Church is probably their biggest.
Take Me to Church.
Yeah, it's so dramatic, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah. So, second show sold out. You'll just be able to get tickets for the 5th.
Now, the next one is obviously only because you love the Wiggles.
Love them.
We're doing
Long-time
a few
fan.
shows there. 9 and 10th, but there's is there more than... There's
5.
There's 5
There's
shows,
5
isn't there?
shows over the 2
9th
days,
of
yeah.
10th of November, 5 shows in those 2 days. So there's obviously matinees, etc., etc.
Yeah,
One day you
10 a.m., 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. On the Saturday, and then the 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
So
on the
2
Sunday.
shows. Now, were you telling me there's 8 Wiggles now? Or
There's 8.
8 people?
Yeah.
I thought there was 4 or 5. So have they upped the staff numbers?
Yeah, so basically each colour has a double. There's 2 of each colour.
And what can we expect to see? All the stuff for the
characters
adults and the kids?
Yep, so all 8 Wiggles, plus their additional characters like Wags the dog, Dorothy the dinosaur, and it might be a little bit of Christmas special. We might get someone visiting from the North Pole.
And I'm not dressing up for it. Thank you very much. So there you go, the Wiggles, 9th and 10th. There's only 5 shows, 3 on one day, 2 on another.
Yes.
In November, of course. You need to get your tickets now because they are going to sell out and your kids are going to want to go, and so do the adults. Now, Trevor Noah.
Yes.
11th of November. Only one show?
Yes, only one show. He's last visited us in 2018. You probably know him as the host of The Daily Show, but he's a South African comedian and he's bringing his tour Off the Record.
He is actually very funny.
Very funny and very intelligent.
So, again, we only get one show.
One show,
if
one
you
opportunity.
love his type of humour, Trevor Noah will be your hit. You need to book your tickets now. 11th of November, great. It's time to have a bit of comedy relief as well.
Yeah.
It's good to have a bit of a laugh.
Yep.
Now, Kid Laroi. See, I pronounced it right now. Since last time you came in, I think I called him
You've been
Laurie.
practicing.
So Kid Laroi, 20th
Yes.
of November. Again, only one show.
Only one show.
Now, this guy is so famous and popular.
He's blowing up, isn't he?
Why do you reckon he's so popular? Because, I mean, I love his music. His music's great. But is it the youth market? Is it the older market?
I mean, he's obviously very talented, but I think you would have a young audience. Yeah, for sure.
So if you're a young audience, which I know you probably are if you love Kid Laroi,
Yep.
you need to get in and book tickets for this at the ROC Arena. There
Yep.
he is on screen.
Yep, Australian rapper based out of Sydney. Yeah, he's going places for sure.
Yeah, and he's been overseas as well. It's very popular.
Yeah.
Now, the next one's Kane Brown, of course, 25th of November. What can we
Yes.
expect at this show?
So he's a US country music singer. So I don't know if you're into country.
On the
but
road again.
Yeah.
That's about as far as my country goes.
Yeah. So yes, he's a
Blue,
country
blue.
music singer, and he's bringing a few guests with him. He's bringing Cameron Marlowe and Kaylee Bell.
In his own right, he's a great singer, country singer, Kane Brown. You'll catch him on the 25th of November. Get your tickets now, because you know what? Country music is so popular.
It's blowing up.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm an ABBA fan,
Yeah.
and I don't think they've done ABBA in country style yet.
I reckon there'd be a cover out there for sure.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando?
Yeah, like an acoustic version.
Wow, I sound pretty good. I should come and appear at the RAC Arena. I wonder if I could speak to the marketing manager.
Yeah.
Hey, this one here, we've both tried the name, but I think we got it right. It's Katsune Miku Expo, and that's a Japanese name. Hitsune, how did you pronounce it?
Hatsune Miku.
Hitsune, say it again.
Hatsune Miku?
You do it better than me.
I know, yeah. I'm
That's the
cringing.
expert.
It's
Now,
probably,
this is
I'm
an
butchering
amazing
it.
character, isn't it?
Yeah, so a virtual
She's
character.
16-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's what how the character
Yep,
appears.
from
but
Japan.
Yeah, so she's a virtual character. She's not sort of like skin and bones.
Yep.
And essentially, she's a singing voice synthesizer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this
new
is
age.
different. I've never actually
She
heard
actually
of it.
she actually performed at Coachella, so it's big.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get to see all the acts? I mean, obviously you must do as a marketing manager. You need to have an oversight of what they are.
Well, like if I work the event, I can sort of pop my head in and be like, oh yeah, cool, this is what's happening. But
okay.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any room there for maybe middle-aged young host doing his own ABBA show? Sounds good.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Now, I tell you what, if you want to go to any of those shows, let me go through them again. Sushi Mango, 2nd of November. You've got Hosier, 5th and 6th of November. You've also got The Wiggles, 9th and 10th of November, but only 5 shows. 3 on one day, 2 on another. Comedian Trevor Noah, of course, 11th of November. Kid Laroi, 20th of November. And then got Kane Brown, country singer, 25th of November. And then Hitsune Miku Expo, the 26th of November. 16-year-old character, music, singing, lots of fun.
Yeah.
All of that, Marika, we can get it from the website, which is, of course, racarena.com.au. And one big plug, telethon is coming as well over 2 days, 19th and 20th.
Mm-hmm.
You can get your tickets now from the ROC Arena website as well. Please buy it. It goes to a great cause, of course. Telethon. We love telethon.
It's a great time.
And there's going to be heaps of stars this year, isn't there?
Yeah. Human Nature's going. Yeah,
Human
Samantha
Nature.
Jade. Who else is going? Guy Sebastian, I think. Yeah.
Yep, and I reckon Rob Palmer has to be there after doing Hairspray. Probably just stay in Perth
Surely.
the whole time.
Surely.
Hey, Marika Bailey, anything else?
No, I mean we've got lots going on. That was just November, so
I
we've
want
got.
you to come back, and I want you to come back for good.
I like what you did. Take
Take
that.
that. It's coming
I
when?
get it.
In November, aren't they?
30th of October.
October, there you go.
Yeah.
Get your tickets for that. Marika Bailey, Marketing Manager, thank you very much for coming in. We'll catch you again next month.
Thank
with
you.
More events coming up at our arena, ROC Arena. Thank you for your company. Thanks to all our wonderful crew. And thanks for watching The Couch all around Australia. It is local. It's made here in Ellenbrook. Local people, local television. Who does it better than local people? We'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week, Australia. Keep smiling. Bye for now.
This episode of The Couch is proudly supported by Retrovision. Shop with the confidence that you're getting the best price on offer. And Safety Compliance Global, taking care of all your safety requirements. Thank you for supporting local.